Hey guys, welcome back to the Obi Thorn Alliance. What are you doing today, Jacob?
We're doing a trailer reaction of Scream 6.
So stick around and see what we think of Scream 6. So Scream 6, I really like this franchise. You haven't seen any of them?
No.
So this is kind of more my reaction and then seeing what Jacob thinks for someone that doesn't know, well, you know a bit about it, but someone who hasn't seen them. I only recently watched Scream 5 again. The Scream franchises are funny, you know. they're slashes, they're kind of unrealistic, but I think it's, out of the classic horrors, I actually think it's a better storyline than some of the others where, you know, a villain continues to live on against like impossible odds, where Scream, the killer basically always dies and it's a new killer recreating or trying to replicate what the previous killer or past killers have done. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this one. I thought the last one was probably going to be the last because they brought in a lot of historical characters, but to my surprise, we've got another one coming. So should we get into it?
Manhattan? Oh. Oh!
You got a problem here, guy?
Oh, there's the mask.
A dirty mask.
Oh!
So she was a character in the last one.
Straight to someone with the shotgun in America. Oh.
The city's different too. Oh, I used a gun. Never seen Ghostface use a gun.
Paramount.
I had this secret. There's a darkness inside of me. It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming for us.
Some more characters from the last
We
movie.
share a certain history. This isn't like any other Ghostface.
Okay.
What is this place? A shrine.
There she is.
Oh,
We've got to lure him in. We execute him. Hello.
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right?
Hmm.
It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Maybe.
oh, watch out
But
behind
there's
you.
never been one like me, Gale.
Oh,
I'm something different.
different.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
It actually looks pretty scary.
So let's finish this.
Guys,
Oh. Okay, there's more of them. Starting to
Oh, I
clown.
think that looks really cool.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think it's a clown. I reckon that was like Halloween or something. So there's people dressed up as it. They've kind of done that in the, I think it was the second one. So in the second Scream, they go to the movies and they're watching. So within Scream, there's a movie called Stab. So Stab is the fictional movie which is made based upon the movie they're in.
Okay.
So they have the Stab franchise, and people become obsessed with these movies and then they replicate. So if that makes sense. So in the first movie, this murder happens, and then the second movie, Hollywood's gone, hey, that was really cool. Let's make a movie about what happened to you guys in the first movie. And then they go and watch it at the cinemas, and everyone's dressed like the killer, and then the killer can kind of like hide. So I think that's the same concept. You know, it's Halloween or something, and there's multiple people dressed up as the Ghostface from Stab within the Scream movies. So it's cool. Characters have carried over. Generally, in the past, only the real super main characters have carried over, but there's a lot of characters that were in the last movie. It's set in a different city. It's looked like it was New York, where pretty much, I think every other movie has been, except for I think the second one is set in Hollywood.
Okay.
Every other movie's been set in the Bakersfield, is where they have the murders. So that looks really interesting, and again, it looks like the killer is. They have a shrine to all the previous killers, so it seems like it's someone again that's obsessed with what's happened and they want to recreate it, which is always the case. Which I think is fine. People go, "Oh, well, they did them. This person was a psycho killer and they did this, but I'm going to do it better." And that makes sense to me, opposed to Halloween, where the killer just seamlessly survives everything. In this, Ghostface is always killable, but it's always a new Ghostface. So I think it looks exciting. And you said it looks a bit scary.
Yeah.
You think you'll ever watch any of the Scream movies?
They are on Stan. Would you recommend starting with the first one, or which one would you suggest?
Oh, I think you got to watch them in order. Not because the order's super important. It just makes sense to see it progress. The first one has to be watched first, and I think the second one, and then after that, they don't give away things from the others too much, but you may as well watch it in order. Or you could watch, the first one and then skip to like the most recent one and just imagine what's in between. But I think they all have a cool twist. They all do something really cool, whether it's a jealous friend becomes the murderer, or it's a massive fan of the movies and they're disappointed and they want to create the movies themselves, or someone looking to get famous. There's always something. So I think it has. I like the reason as to why someone becomes a killer in these movies.
Did you like the atmosphere and the serious tone of the trailer compared to when you showed me the Scream trailer for number 1 or 2? It wasn't as serious.
Yeah, they definitely look like they've amped it up and made it seem a lot more serious. So I'd like to see that, because I think sometimes they've been in the past a bit laughable, and you've been like, well, no one would do that, that's so dumb. And then in the last one, I think they amped it up a bit more, and I think this one, it's going to be a bit more realistic. The whole, like they're struggling and they fight, where it's like, this person's prepared to kill you, they've got all the weapons they need, they'll just do it with ease. Like that, I think, is what would more likely happen. I think they're kind of gone with that. It's kind of that idea of when you watch a James Bond movie, they always have James Bond captured and they're like, oh, well, we're just going to leave you here and we're going to go next door, and he escapes. And you're like, well, like in real life, the villain just go, you're dead. Like they don't muck around. And I that looks like this movie's going to follow that trend where they just slaughters people without hesitation. Yeah, so very much looking forward to it. So I think the 10th of March, I think it comes out. So very, very pumped for that.
Well, thank you for watching. Hit the notification bell, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the trailer reaction, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.